whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, night. I just got a call to do a life purpose reading, so here I am now doing that for you, or listening to my guides doing that for you. Please use your discernment, take what resonates, leave whatever doesn't. I'm hoping this one is a little bit clearer as we flow along and not so chaotic in terms of, I felt the last one, there was just so many messages coming in left and right that it was very confusing. And it really required you as a viewer to use your discernment to see, like, is this message for me? Is this another new message? Or clean up the space a little bit. I did get called to pull an oracle card from Rebecca Campbell's Light Workers deck, which says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So that is the overall vibe for right now. I am going to pull some goddess cards before we get started into the oracle decks. But while I finish shuffling the tarot, let's go ahead, take a moment to get grounded. So go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, focusing on the air, going in through your nose, and then a nice deep breath out. It can go out through your nose, through your mouth. I like my mouth. I really like the yoga or the yogi breathing. So go ahead, continue as you breathe in and out. Take a moment to get yourself grounded. Envision a cord coming out through the base of your spine, going down to the core's earth, and it's making its way down there. And then once it reaches the core, with your inhales, I want you to envision light coming up through that cord, going through your hips, your torso, shoulders, out through the crown of your head, and bringing warmth through your body as it travels up. And then that cord, once it travels through, will then merge with the cord coming out through your hips, making you one with cosmic source. Oops. Whoa. I don't know why I did that because I didn't even finish subconscious thinking. But the star in reverse also came out. So I feel like that's very significant. And that's going to go to the side. Also, I just want to take a moment to talk about the star 231 as on the timer as I say that. I love this star. First, I'm just going to show her in the upright, even though it came in the reverse, because it reminds me of my dancing days, like when the curtain's opening, just by the way the light's hitting her face, because you can clearly see it on the side profile. It's coming across her chest, but then there's her whole side profile and the rest of her hair completely dark. The way her head's turned to the side, it's almost like she's trying to prevent the light that's flashing very fastly and quickly into her face from when the curtain's opening. And that's what the light pattern reminds me of. I'm not sure why that was significant to say now before we get into meat and potatoes things, or while we were grounding. Like, very, very interesting. But something tells me, I'm just putting that to the side because I feel like this star in reverse is going to be significant to what's happening with this reading and what we're already doing. So now that we are with a cosmic source, or we finished that loop, I do have my selenite crystal here, just cleansing the decks. But I do want to take one final moment just to get all of us cleansed and together. So I'm going to go ring my bowl in the back over there. Please continue breathing, taking that inhale in, exhale out. If you have any headphones, please take a moment. You're going to slowly hear the sound and just focus on that in your breathing, just to clear out the rest of the space, your mind, and get rid of any other mind clutter. Thank you. Ooh, 444 as soon as I looked up. I hope that helped to remove any last mind chatter that you have. Ooh, words right now. I did have a calling before all of this to pull a goddess card to help give us an overall energy, or to know what goddess for our divine feminine, regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, because we each have those components in us. And it says white Tara, sensitivity. So you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. That just says to me a lot of self care. Listen to your body. Do what it says, what it needs. Take extra time to listen to it. All right. Now, into what we all came here for today. What does the collective or whoever finds this video, at whatever time, needs to know about their life purpose? One is trust. So maybe trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. This is starting to make more sense now. So whatever you're doing, you're already doing it. I looked up as I was saying that, and I saw those numbers. So big change, big shift. Good, whether it's good or bad, or it feels good or bad, it's all happening for you in your highest good. I was just thinking of, I'm just shuffling right now because it feels good and nice. But have faith and trust that what you're already doing is bringing you to your highest good. I'm starting to think this star in reverse is maybe you starting to wonder if your manifestations are coming in. The environmentalist card came up as I was talking about trust and looking at what you're already doing. And whenever a card comes out as I'm shuffling and talking, I always take that as confirmation of not only what I was saying, but also something to enhance it. And at the bottom of this card, it says you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and animals. So maybe it has something to do with plants. Maybe definitely have something to do with nature and animals, but maybe um, I believe we all have psychic abilities. It just depends on how we actually work with them to develop them. So maybe your psychic abilities are more in tune with the animals around you, and when they need assistance, support, or guidance. Um, like many of you know that could probably hear as I'm doing this, I have a dog, Luna. Um, I am her caretaker. I don't like using the word owner because I mean, yeah, but it sounds more like property. And I don't see her like my house. You know, like she's my buddy. I take her with me. She's my furry partner, if you will. My furry forever toddler. Um, she's only 6 months. Like she's gonna be 6 months. Um, so like things like that. Like I'm responsible for her if I feel like anything's off or she tries to communicate something's off to me, that's going to be through her barks, her whines, her trying to play fetch right now or get my attention. It all manifests and comes out in different ways. So something tells me that um, you are definitely here to help protect nature and the earth and the environment. That doesn't necessarily mean your purpose has to do directly with the environment. But it definitely has to do with standing up for nature, animals, and other things that the universe has created. Because we as humans are also responsible for that. Wow! I say wow because as I was talking about the the environmentalist card, both the Emperor and the Empress came out in reverse, with Judgment and the Eight of Swords. So something tells me that there's a lot of control. There's some stubbornness. There's not any creation that's being happened. No new ideas are coming to life. It's very much staying in one's comfort zone or just not doing anything and trying to control the situation. There, with the Eight of the Swords in reverse, there's something about no longer feeling trapped about the situation, whether it be the environment, what you need to do for the environment, how you're speaking up for the environment, and you're finding a way out. But I feel like there's with the judgment in reverse, it's like, well, how do I go about that? How do I do this? How do I actually execute? How do I look at that from a new perspective? Because it's about facing for what you've done. and how you go about facing them and what you go about doing. 10:01 on the timer, as I said that. And really, it's about your call to do better. So maybe you already know that you need to step up and to do more, to not be as stubborn and to step into a place where you can create more rather than having these creative blocks or just leaving it unnurturing, unattended, unfulfilling, and just very micromanaging. Like this tells me that whatever is happening is just in more of a micromanaged state than in a state of growth, which is why nothing's growing and why nothing's happening. Um, there may be clarity on what needs to done and maybe what's sticky, nasty, or repercussions, good or bad. That's a better way of saying it. Or thank you for the correction, Spirit. That's really what they want me to say. Um, it doesn't matter what will come up from it. Don't let it hold you back because now that you see a way out, you know what to. Ooh, 11:11. As soon as I said that, or as soon as I thought about this, so that's confirmation. You know what you need to do. You know what parts are holding you back. What parts are you being too stubborn, too controlling, too where you're micromanaging and you're not allowing space to let things grow because and what you need to do in order to let it grow. Because once that's removed, then you'll be able to do so. So maybe you actually should be standing up for something that you're not. And because you're not standing up for it, or you're, again, being too controlling, hovering over micromanaging, it's just not coming into fruition. And that's what's coming to light. It's the moon in reverse. The moon is all about secrets. In this case, it's secrets coming to light. We did just have a new moon a couple of days ago. It happens to be in Leo. Ooh, um, Six of Swords came out. Um, so definitely whatever came out from the background or in the background, wow, it's bringing you from calmer to still waters, whatever that means. Um, you're finding more balance, whether or not you want that balance or not, or whether you can. Maybe things are still so chaotic, and you're like, I know things are coming. Into fruition and things are working in my favor. Just right now, it's feeling a little icky. But you know better times are coming and things aren't going to chill out after a little bit. A lot of cards popped up as I was talking about the Six of Swords. So we're going to try to um, put them in order as best as we can. First one that came out was the Ten of Wands, and then followed by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's something about being overburdened or um, working too hard, spending a lot of time hustling, just feeling overwhelmed essentially, and things aren't working in your favor. It's not working in your favor. Being in this mindset is definitely allowing you to feel a little stuck. 1324. The Wheel of Fortune to me always has to do with karma. So since it's in the reverse, it has to do with bad karma or just things not turning in your favor, if you will. The Page of Pentacles is all about curiosity, childlike curiosity, adventure coming. Um, so this could either mean that whatever is happening in this reading, that children could be involved. Maybe it's baby animals or new things that are just coming into fruition or being born in the environment. Maybe you're creating something new with animals and plants. Oh wow! Let's put that one to the side for right now. What something is being communicated in the 3D realm or in your day to day, that has to do with a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands in reverse. So maybe this might be something where 1432, they look up to say this. Maybe where you're in tune with your emotions, you know what they are, how you feel, but you're not really saying it out. You're being more guarded, coming off as more as cool as a cucumber, even when you're all riled up. Which is important with this Queen of Wands energy, even though it's in the reverse. Um, could be a time where maybe there's been a little bit more of a socialite, or a dampen in passion and desires, or maybe you've been socializing so much that you're feeling a dampen in your energy, that there's a lack of spark. Maybe there's a little bit more ego involved, or you're just thinking more about me and self centeredness. I know Venus is in retrograde right now, and I think that's also in Leo. I don't know. Don't quote me on that last one. I just know Venus is in retrograde. I saw something about it soon starting to rise before the sun, which is what Venus, I believe, prefers to be. But I am not an astrologist. I am just an astrology enthusiast. Um, I am I'm a Pilates instructor and spiritualist or high priestess. That's how I identify. What came out as I was talking about the King of Cups and actually no, it was more of the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this enhances that a little bit more, which was the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles has to do with stability, both physically, emotionally, you're just feeling satisfied with life, how things are going in life. You're so close to an end, so you haven't necessarily completed what's going on or feel a sense of completion, especially after a time where maybe you feel like you've gone away from home. I say that because we've got the Four of Wands in reverse. So maybe you built a foundation and it wasn't as stable as you thought it was, or it didn't have the passion that you thought there was, the desire, or it just wasn't what you felt it was going to be. Or maybe, because the Four of Wands comes after the Three of Wands, and it's all about coming home with all of this wisdom and this, like starting to create that life for you. Um, and maybe now, wherever you went, you're like, yeah, no, I like it better here. I think I'm going to stay here. I think I'm not going to go home anymore. And I'm going to build my stability and foundation here or elsewhere. Or you're just basically just like, I'm taking my home and transferring somewhere else. I don't know why I'm getting that very strongly. Maybe because when the Four of Wands is in the upright, it means more about the stability or the foundation of a house. So maybe you're just thinking about taking that foundation elsewhere, going to build it elsewhere. Maybe you're more of a lone wolf, and even though you had all of this support that you grew up with or had up until this point in your life, your journey is taking you elsewhere, and you know it's taking you elsewhere because you're already doing it. You're just now need to have more faith and trust in the process to move forward with whatever you're doing. And I feel like a lot of this message is more of just confirmation that, especially if this is resonating with you, to focus on you, getting grounded, especially because I was looking more at, again, nature and the animals. So maybe with things outside of you opposed to internally. Anyway, um, moving on anyway, because we're definitely like we have this increase of physical, emotional, financial stability after this lack of foundation that was created, which tells me it required some recovery to happen because we've got the Four of Wands in reverse, and by sorry, not Four of Wands, Four of Swords. Wow. It tells me that there's healing happening. That you're just going internal, you're taking rest, you're looking inward to see maybe how do you move forward with all of this. There is clarity coming through because we've got the Page of Swords and the upright. With oh my gosh, I just looked at it. Justice in reverse. So you're getting clarity over some injustice that happened to you, whether past, present, or future. We're all on different timelines, so you know this. Maybe this is just giving you a heads up of what's happening in the background, or maybe this is something that you need to know about. We'll find out soon. But you're recovering or healing from an injustice that you recently gained clarity on, which is, I think, why this unstable foundation happened, and maybe where the lack of passion and other stuff is also stemming from. What else do we have here? Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. Nothing's really happening. It's not moving forward, or it's not going in the direction that you need it to. There's a challenge of emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups coming forward, or coming out. You know what? I'm gonna grab another deck right now because I feel the Devil in reverse at the bottom of this one. So there's something about leaving toxic things, mindsets, people, places, or things. Let's say it's this line. That's what I'm being called to right now. I want to know why you, as a viewer, and me, as a channeler, need to know this right now. Like, what's the significance of all of this? Like, obviously, everybody's situation is different. So, you know what's being controlled and micromanaged and what's not allowing to come into fruition. You know what you saw a way out of, or what path you saw a way out of. And you know what judgment you may be facing. You know what the secrets are. You know what's bringing you to firmer and still waters. You know what bad karma is stressing you out right now. Okay? I genuinely, oh, that didn't really need to be shuffled. I genuinely don't feel, I'm not saying anything new or different to you, whoever's finding this video. I just think I'm providing you with more clarity and insight on, okay, so where to from here, now where, 21, 20, 31, as I said that. Oh, and 21, 30, 35. All right, let's moving on. So there's not any forward movement. There's something with healing, clarity, over an injustice that had incurred. And this is also lining up with the star in reverse that I put to the side. So maybe whatever you're feeling, or you're being asked to trust the process and the dreams for your career path, is something that you thought was your wish fulfillment that didn't work out or follow through, and now you're like, well, shit. Now I gotta start all over again. You know, that could be it as well. My main question with this new deck is, why do we need to know this? And we got the Page of Pentacles again. So there is something very significant with this Page of Pentacles with the Two of Swords in reverse. So that tells me that you need to know this because some kind of communication is coming in. A decision has already been made. It has to do with your finances in the 3D realm. It's from a bitter person, a bitter male person, or someone who's heavily in their male energy right now with the King of Swords in reverse. We also have the Eight of Swords again in reverse. So you're coming, you clearly see way out. You know it's chaotic, and you're not juggling it correctly with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Confirmation there. Luna, can we get a new toy, please? Thank you. Don't you love it when she comes in after getting a water bottle? I give that to her because that way she doesn't go through the trash. But when she finds them during a reading, which always manages to happen lately, she's just like, "Oh no, Mama, I'm gonna play with that." We got the King of Pentacles and the Sun card that came in the upright. If I can show that to you properly, anyway. So whatever you see a way out. Wow. Take a deep breath. Whatever there is that you see a way out of. Wow, I don't know why I sound like Elmer Fudd saying that, but I do very much right now. I feel like I just want to cat. All right, I'm feeling Looney Toony right now. I don't know if that's significant for anybody. As I was saying, all of that, it switched from 2412 to 2413. So again, something about chaos happening in your life right now. Moving to calmer waters, or seeing a way out that you can go from there. Something is going to bring you stability. Again, a lot of male energy coming out with this. So maybe it could be An air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I don't know yet if this is two separate energies or not. I feel like it might be. We have two energies. Oh, notification. Yep, we're gonna go with two energies. Alright, so we got two separate energies. So there's this King of Swords, I feel, that came in, caused or wreaked a whole bunch of havoc. And something about this King of Pentacles, so an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, sees you as happiness. That's what I pick up. They see you as the sun. That's why you need to know this. Because you've got some options. I think you might have already made decisions as the Two of Swords is in the reverse. Or maybe in the 5D so far, you might have. Again, we all have free will. So if I say this and you're like, no, I'm not liking how this came out, then change it. You have the will and the desire to do so. But right now, you have this King of Swords in the reverse, so maybe we stay away from him. He's a little bitter. Nice, feeling all that nice. And a King of Pentacles who's grounded, tends to be wealthy, stable, entrepreneurial, or having a business, or their own business. Um, we've got the King of Queen of Wands. Wow, reading my words. Luna. Sometimes or something doesn't want this to come out, or at least you to hear it. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Fool. There's something about taking a risk here. They're just you like not giving any shits and just saying F it and jumping off into the wind. Um you're being the Queen of Wands is in reverse again. So why we need to know this? Because these energies, they're not feeling the passion, they're not feeling the desire, they're feeling kind of left out, and just not. I mean, or they're judging their emotional stability. I say that because fours are all about stability or increasing stability. Cups are all about emotions, creativities, intuition. So something tells me that there's a block, more than a block, in creativity. Even though there's something being expanded upon it, and you may be feeling left out. Maybe I want to know more about this Queen of Wands, but before we know more about this Queen of Wands, we have two cards that flipped over. So there is heartbreak here because we've got the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups in the reverse. So there is heartbreak over a lack of unity. Maybe it was with this Queen of Wands. I want to know more about this Queen of Wands now that she's come up both times. Like, what? Why is she unpassionate? Why does she feel blocked? Where are the Eight of Pentacles? Okay, so there's been a lot of work that's been happening. Um, Working towards a craft usually. Eight of Pentacles are working towards a skill of sorts. Um, so she's definitely been working hard on something. Ooh, whatever it is, it's a secret. Being kept in the dark. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna put this over here since those are where our queens lie. Um, yeah, tell me more about these Queen of Wands. The Hanged Man in the reverse, so that tells me a sacrifice that needed to be made has been made. So you're no longer hanging, you're free. So something that has been working on a lot, some secrets have been coming to light that allowed for this sacrifice to be made and allowed for some emotional fulfillment to come in with the Nine of Cups. This one wants to come out. And it's leading to some planning, different kind of planning. Um, More local or short term planning in terms of it's not the Three of Wands, it's not thinking global yet. It's more of how do I continue to grow this initial spark, this passion, this desire? How do I make it more than what it is? How do I make it bigger so that way I can bring it to the Three of Wands and then start thinking a little bit more global? Your intuition is telling you that this is going to be a little bit of a battle with the High Priestess and the Five of Wands. both in the upright here. So you already know, like you can feel it. You know whatever this is, it's gonna bring some tension. Um, what else? Seven of Swords. Oh, because there was some trickery and deceit that happened. There was some betrayal of sorts, or you feel betrayed. I'm hearing this queen might have done you dirty, which is why she's in the reverse. It might be up in her ego. That's a lot. I'm gonna put those back. Which may be why there might be the ego. Again, she's in the reverse, so she's not feeling creative, she's not feeling confident, she's not feeling passionate, desirable. She's feeling maybe a little bit more angry and fiery and turbulent. Wow. I love what words come out when I'm channeling because I never say turbulent unless I'm talking about turbulence on a plane. There's some celebration that's to come from this. I'm not sure if it's to come from this secret or from your emotional fulfillment or from the clarity from this betrayal. Oh wow. Just then what popped up was the devil and the Eight of Wands, both in the upright. So something 3124. Okay, so much confirmation right now. There is clarity. You're celebrating this betrayal, this deceit, um, because you know it was toxic. You knew, and then you're like, yeah, I'm ready. Like it, you knew it was. It came in kind of fast, or there was something with speed. Um, yeah, wow. This betrayal was toxic. You found out about it quickly, and it has something to do with the Ten of Pentacles here. I want to know a little bit more about this. Why is this significant about this queen? Why is it significant about this Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands, again, that's fire energy. So that's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Again, could be male or female, just someone very much in tune or more in tune with their female energy at this time. Why is this significant? Ace of Wands in reverse because there's a lack of passion. They're thinking more about short term than long term with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's victory. They're being seen. They're being recognized for it. We've got the Six of Wands in the upright and then the Page of Wands in the reverse. So they're no longer communicating their lack of desires or um, they're no longer curious about it. Again, Two of Swords in the upright. A decision. There's a decision to be made. Some type of crossroads. I'm getting. That's why this is significant. So there's a betrayal. There's some toxic energy. There's some celebration, and it has to do with somebody's legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. It came in very quickly, or it happened very quickly with the Eight of Wands. That is everything that I am picking up right now. We do have the Strength card in the reverse. So whatever this decision or crossroads that you're at, it's making you weak. It's making you feel weak. Um, it's requiring a higher level of commitment for you. It's going along with societal norms or more of what society thinks with the Hierophant in the upright. Um, and and whatever the sacrifice was, it's being held on to. Because again, the Hangman in the reverse. So whatever this queen sacrificed, um, And again, this Queen of Wands could be you or it could be another person. Don't try to make the roles fit. I'm just saying what I'm being channeled right now. Um, but yeah, there's no movement happening with whatever this sacrifice that's being held on to. So whatever had to be sacrificed is now being hoarded or held on to for dear life, and there's no quick movement happening with it. Why is this significant? Why do we need to know this? To find balance and patience, or it's temperance. So we need to know this to find balance. So this actually, I'm hoping this gives you more clarity. You're just like, oh yeah, that's why. Interesting. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of options. So you're bringing. So basically, you're finding balance that maybe you or this queen that you're dealing with has more options than you think you do. I'm gonna ask, are you this Queen of Wands? This is the viewer, the Queen of Wands. Yes. Okay. So you're going to be victorious here. You've got a lot of options. You're thinking more short term than long term with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And you have this challenge of this King of Swords, who a cycle is being completed with. The reason why this King of Swords is a challenge is because maybe you don't know how they're going um, to react. But the Empress and the Upright came up after this while I was talking about the King. So what do we need to know about this Empress and this King of Swords? Six of Pentacles, that there was an unequal giving and receiving, or an unequal exchange of energy. Four of Cups in the upright and Six of Swords, where we're building a stable emotional foundation as we're moving from calmer to still waters again. This is a lot of having, this is where the trust comes in, I'm guessing. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so there's something about feeling unstable, focusing on greed and money and wealth, not really expanding one's desires with the Three of Wands in the reverse. However, we do have the Four of Wands in the upright with the Devil. So whatever this challenge with the King of Swords is, it could lead to something stable. It doesn't necessarily need to be a commitment of sorts, and it doesn't really need to be a relationship. Relationships happen in multiple ways, but it's non-toxic with the Devil in the reverse. So I'm getting more non-toxic vibes. So like, I'm hearing you're safe. So whatever this challenge you're facing with the King of Swords might, again, it's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Um, it has good potential to build a solid, sturdy foundation. Um, it's not going to get you all up in your head. It's not going to get you confused. Essentially, it's going to be healthy. That's it. It's going to be a healthy foundation. You're not going to feel anxious. You're not going to be overthinking things. That's the Five of Swords in the reverse. You're gonna have clarity. But why do we need to know this? So what else do we need to know? Queen of Wands. Oh, but now in the upright. For your confidence, for you to be social, charismatic, step into that energy and not feel so overwhelmed. It's the Ten of Wands in the reverse, maybe stressed, overworked, overburdened, or whatever you'd like to say or call it. It will allow you to feel emotionally fulfilled. Nine of Cups in the upright. And being attracted to a lot of the gold that's on here. The gold and the blue. So maybe those colors are significant for you. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. and a Page of Pentacles. Um, I'm not sure what this has to do in the message, but there's a communication of a lack of a new beginning of sorts that's going to cause some celebration. Take it as it resonates. I feel like it's very, very specific. Yeah. There's going to be someone communicating their emotions, though, their imaginations, their dreams, their desires. We've got the Page of Cups that's come out. I want to finish this off with a little bit of advice. I can't show these cards because they're spicy. But I have these to the side and I'm being called to use them. So we're going to split the deck, do a quick little shuffle. It's the Central Magic Tarot. So anybody who also has that, yeah. They're spicy. That's it. This is the best way to say it. They're spicy. But I want to know what advice for you as a viewer to move forward with all of this. 4 decks later. 4 tarot decks later. What advice for you, the viewer, can we give to help you move on and to go, or just to move forward? We have the Ace of Cups in the upright, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool. Wow! This new emotional beginning is it's confusing, but go for it, baby. Go for it. With the Fool, that's what I'm getting. Like, there's a risk, and the advice is to go for it. Go for this new emotional beginning, even if it's confusing. It's gonna lead to emotional fulfillment. It's not gonna feel like you're gonna be seen because there's a 6 of Wands in reverse. This King of Swords has come up in the reverse, so I take it he's also feeling a wee bit bitter. I don't know why I said it like that, but he's not feeling very very kind, if you will. 8 of Wands came out, so this is coming in. There's some quick movement happening here. So your advice is to move forward with this new emotional beginning, even if it's confusing, because it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. It's not going to feel like it in the beginning. It's going to feel a little bit more of a failure. But this King of Swords, he's coming in quickly with this 8 of Wands. There's some hermit action going on here. So maybe from now until then, take some time to go internal, think about it, reflect upon it. I'm sure with this King of Swords character, somebody has come to mind. But the reason why you're to go into hermit mode is because the 7 of Pentacles. There's this thinking about the long game. You're working towards something. You're just starting to find everything's coming together, and you're getting a fruit. Like, you're starting to see the results of your manifestations. They're just not fully in fruition yet. 3 of Pentacles, you don't really want to collaborate with anybody. You don't want to expand things too much. You're just working with the ebbs and flows that you have now, just to create what you have, and you don't really even see that much of a creation coming from it with the Empress in reverse, which we started with the Empress in reverse. So again, you know what's not being created. You know what you're not planning or working towards with this 2 of Wands. The reason why there isn't is because there's this weakness. There's something that you're afraid of or trying to find the strength for. The strength is in reverse as you're moving from calmer to still waters with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, man. Maybe we need to think about him. Like, what's going on? I like this king. He's got, he's been in the upright both times. Oh, he's building a foundation from a tower moment, or maybe you're building a foundation from a tower moment. There's a clarity that whatever options there were, they were kind of shitty. Wow, this is some interesting advice. Cards keep flying out. And it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. So that's your advice. That's why, I think that's why you're being told to take a risk on this new love coming in. Yeah. Maybe you're being told, ooh, I'm gonna take that as confirmation to go towards this King of Pentacles. I like it. Oh yeah! I feel like if I go like this, I can show it. But we got the Hierophant and the Six of Cups. So I like this King of Pentacles. He wants a higher level of commitment with you. You feel like home. You need to go into hermit mode and just look upon this King of Swords. And my advice from the energy that I'm getting right now is not that he's a bad dude, but maybe he's just a little too blue. And like like Betty Bitta. I don't know why I thought of that, but I had to learn that in high school, freshman year of high school. It was to help with pronunciation. Okay, it's side tangent, but I'm really being called to share this, so I don't know why or how this resonates with all of this. I do kind of want to pull a card to see how that goes with you, but right now, what I'm getting from this King of Swords, it was coming into my head is Betty bitter, bottom bitter, butter, but she said this butter is bitter. If I put this bitter butter in my batter, it will make my batter very bitter. So Betty Bitter went and bought some better bitter butter to put some better bitter butter in her bitter batter. Maybe they're just really, really bitter about this butter that they had to get. But this King of Swords is um there's some tension there. There's a lot of passions. There's a lot of desire. There is a there is a potential foundation that could be created because we got the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Swords in the reverse. They're not in their head, um, but there's a lot of passionate desires that's causing a lot of tension. Maybe to create this foundation, and they're coming out of heartbreak, so that could be another reason why they're bitter. This is all interesting. What does this king have to do with you? Um, or this king in his bitter buffer, I should say. That Page of Cups is sideways. Which, if you look at this card, I feel comfortable showing it to you. It looks like a very, very angry person, male person, who's just frustrated, trying to get his emotions or something out on a piece of paper and is just crumbling it up. But then in the background, almost got this couple there that's just and under the moonlight. Maybe they're dancing, maybe they're kissing. I don't know. There's a black cat in the background who's also playing with the other pieces of paper. So definitely this is a conversation. Maybe this King of Swords wants to communicate this. And the reason why I say this is because this is a challenge. It fell sideways next to this King of Swords. And if this deck wasn't so spicy, I would show you, but the spirit called me to it. So maybe there's a reason for it. But I feel like this King of Swords is having, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was just about to say it, have a challenge at expressing his emotions. And the King of Cups. Just gonna cover the boobies. And the King of Cups comes up. Like maybe, and I feel like this is genuinely the same person. So it's not that this King of Swords doesn't have any emotions. I just think they're very bitter about whatever emotions they do have right now. Hence why they're in the reverse. Because I'm picking up that this is the same energy. That this King of Cups and this King of Swords in the reverse, that they're the same. That they have a lot of emotions. That they're in tune with their emotions. Yeah, there's equal giving and take here. I can cover up the boobies. I would use another word, but I don't want to get censored too much. But yeah, I tell you that they have emotions. There's a lot of emotions. They're just bitter about whatever they're feeling right now. With the Six of Pentacles, that's all about equal exchange of energy. And honestly, it looks like I'm really getting that you're giving this to yourself. Because, all right, let me cover up these boobies again. This ended up going longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. She's eating an apple. There's other apples by her feet, and without me showing too much, it looks like she's about to drop the apple right into her bosom, and then you've got this man walking in the background, just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you eating an apple like that? Like he almost looks like I don't. I don't want to say jealous or jelly, but almost just like, hey, what's going on? Um, this makes sense why this emotions or I'm really guessing this King of Cups, King of Swords character is trying to communicate something with you. Ooh, I just got a notification on my phone for Cedar. I've never bought anything from them, but I do get notifications. Um, so something tells me that they're trying to communicate something, but they can't, and they keep on writing something up and then deleting it, whether it be on an email, text message, or they're just thinking a lot about what they have to say. I want to know more about the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Luck is on your side for this communication, if only they can figure out a way to find their words. So I'm getting more. Maybe you do want this King of Swords slash Cups, because luck is on your side to have like once they get out of this healing, because there's a Four of Swords in the reverse. Like, oh, there are sacrifices being made. They're letting go of something because there's an Eight of Cups in the upright. I feel like I could show you this, but I get creepy vibes from this because if you look at this man, which is why I say it's letting go, like he's just like, "Oh please, I love you," and trying to express like whatever he's feeling, but then the look on her face is kind of like, "Ugh, kill you, goodbye." So maybe there's something about that. There was the Hanged Man in the reverse. I definitely cannot show that one. But um, maybe now the hermit makes sense. The advice is to go into hermit mode because you need to contemplate or think about this King of Pentacles and Cups slash Swords because whichever one you pick, you have to make a decision. That's what it is. But it's gonna provide some justice. Very sexy justice, might I add. Um, have some plums and raspberries for me, please. Like they just look amazing. Like I just feel like whatever this is, like you're just gonna be like, yep, nope, justice was served. I feel good. Um, like that's what it is. Yeah, I feel good. I feel passionate. I got my desires. Emotionally fulfilled. Oh wow, wow. Okay. Um, lots are coming up. They're basically repeating what I've said. Wow, death at the bottom of the deck. So all of this has to do with some type of rebirth that's going on here. I would like to leave you with some positive affirmations and parting words after all of this. I don't know if I would say this one wasn't as crazy as the last one. I definitely feel like we got some clarity in regards to this Queen of Wands. Or for clarity for you and what you have going through with whatever's going on that you're looking to create here. Essentially, put more work to what you're creating. Stop trying to micromanage it. Stop trying to overthink it. Just let it be. This is beautiful. I embrace change. Yes, you do. Go out and be that change. All right. On that note, you also have I am fearless at the bottom of the deck. Perfect with the energies that are going on. Excuse me. Perfect with the energies that are going on. I really like that. Um, so yeah, thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope this brought you some clarity and some guidance. Again, simmer over these thoughts. You're on the right path. You're doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. Just trust that you're doing it. And maybe just take a moment to get grounded again. Actually, before we part ways, um, listen to your intuition, and we're going to take a moment to get grounded. That's the parting words that I want to leave you, just because there was a call to just to protect nature and to teach others about nature and animals and to go with that. So again, I just want you to take a nice deep breath in with me and exhale let all of that energy, especially the negative energy, out and go about the rest of your day, you beautiful soul. Ta ta. See you next time.